This evening marks a milestone, the end of a long period of hope and planning, of expectation and hard work. And it marks the beginning of years of entertainment, activity, and economic benefits.
I was the first county executive going back to 1969. If you never go to a game or an event in the Kingdome, it's still a great benefit to you. It has had a tremendous economic impact across the board. I was and still am very proud of the Kingdome.
It's an interesting building. The dome itself is a masterpiece of structural engineering. It's designed as a thin shell. The actual dome is the shell of the dome is only 5-inch thick concrete, which is the thickness of an ordinary sidewalk in front of your house. To be able to design a 5-inch thick slab of concrete that spans 660 feet is a masterpiece of structural engineering.
Playing in the Kingdome or coaching in the Kingdome was always great for me. The fans here were just wonderful, and I remember one particular game when we played Vancouver in the playoffs. Roger Davis scored a fantastic winning goal against Bruce Grobelar, the goalkeeper for Vancouver, and there was 33,000 people here, and the atmosphere was fantastic.
I'll never forget when I first came to Seattle to be with the Seahawks, because I've never been treated so royally in all my life. I've never seen such great support. We'd go to the Kingdome and the place was rocking and the wave was going, and it was fun. It was one of the loudest stadiums in the league, and we loved every minute of it. The playing conditions in the Kingdome were, at that time, absolutely the best in the league that had artificial turf. And the locker rooms and everything were so, I never had a locker that big. In the early days in Miami, I mean, we held on by a shoestring and we were crammed in like sardines. And so to go into the Kingdome, I mean, I felt like I was in luxury city. It was wonderful.
You know, the Kingdome is a place, when you come in April, you can come in from the elements, and sometimes we don't even have a summer here, barely a summer. It has been, I think, a fabulous place to play baseball. It has been good to me.
We're talking baseball.
Certainly, maybe the most memorable night of all was opening night, 1977, against the California Angels. I'll never forget it. 57,000 plus were here.
They knew them all from Boston to Dubuque.
Over the course of baseball season, there's beautiful days and there's not so beautiful days. And on those not so beautiful days, it was great to come inside the Kingdome, because fans from Olympia or up in Vancouver or over in Moses Lake in Ephrata or from all corners of the state of Washington and throughout the Pacific Northwest knew that we were going to play baseball.
As big and huge as the place seems, when you got 35,000 people down there, it still felt rather cozy. It was like, it wasn't a game. It was an event, you know. We played the Lakers, and all the women was all dressed up with beautiful fur coats on those cold, rainy nights and snowy nights, and it was like a big party every game.
We were the first consumer show in this building, and there are some incredible memories about doing that. We take the main floor of the Kingdome and the entire pavilion and produced a 300,000 square foot show, which is one of the largest automobile shows in America. We truly have drawn people from multi-county areas. In fact, from our surveys from the Kingdome, we know for sure that we're drawing heavily from not only Washington State, but Idaho, western Montana, Alaska, British Columbia, and northern part of Oregon.
We ran short of space in the Coliseum, ended up in the Kingdome, and of course we're very happy that we did. We love the Kingdome.
We're very much a service-oriented company, and that plays in well with our situation with the Kingdome, because the Kingdome service is impeccable as far as we're concerned. We are able to, they put us on radio when we have a need. It's taken care of almost immediately, and it's made it very easy for us to solve any problems that come up for our exhibitors.
The show, on an average, attracts around 100,000 people. The first year in the Dome, we had about 125,000 people. A lot of those people came to see the building. They would come in and they would look up and look at the size of the building, and they were very impressed with that. For most people, they would never have an opportunity to be on the main floor. They would always be in the seats. So this was a new experience for them.
When we put on a show at the Kingdome, we show every product that there possibly is to show. Our industry has known and recognized that the Kingdome is the key and the prior place to be of all of the shows on the West Coast. It's the Kingdome. And we're just real proud to have been there and to have been part of it. And here's to be the Kingdome for a lot of years to come.
I've been photographing events in the Seattle Kingdome here for 18 of its 20 years. I tell you what, I have made some phenomenal pictures of great events in this. Great moments make those great pictures, and I've been one of those guys fortunate enough to have photographed a lot of great moments in the Kingdome. It's truly a wonderful experience to come here and know that the light is always the same and that you have constant conditions, and for the most time, we have great events.
Hi, I'm Michael Campbell, and it's great to be here in the Kingdome. You know, I had a chance to do a number of events here over the years, starting in 1977. It's just been a great facility. I think the first event I put on was the King Bowl, the high school football championships, which we started in 1977. Then there was a rodeo, we called it the Golden West Rodeo. The World Indoor Paper Airplane Championships, which we did for a number of years here in the Dome. It was a great event for us, and then even put on a tennis match. It's been a great run here at the Kingdome. I'm probably one of the biggest supporters of this facility in the Northwest, and I've really enjoyed the time I've spent here.
We've had the Major League All-Star Game here. We've had Pac-10 football in here. We've had the alumni of the University of Washington playing in here. We've had the NBA playoffs in here. We've had about every major attraction that you can have except the Super Bowl and the World Series.
That's the story of the Kingdome. It's versatility, its ability to accommodate all these different types of events and put them on without a hitch. Over the years that this building has been in operation, they have made changeovers from one event to another, never have missed an event. Came close one time, but the game went on, and so that's a tribute not only to the building, but to the dedication of the people that work here.
Frankly, this building, I think, has been a real bargain. It has served the trade shows extremely well.
It's been a great run here.
What a great, great place to play some games.
This is our second home, and it'll feel like that for a long, long time.
Great atmosphere, and it was a wonderful time.
It has been, I think, a fabulous place to play baseball.
I love it.
It's a fine and gracious old lady, and it will be forever.